So I made a template. This is my cardboard template. All I did was, this is the AC guy. I set this down on a piece of cardboard, traced around it, traced the holes for the heater core, traced the hole for that to make my cardboard template. Now, what I'm doing lines up perfectly with that stuff. Now what I'm gonna do is put it on, basically I'm setting it on here and I'm just lining it up with all the dirt marks and this this one hole over here. But I think you get how that works. And then I will trace out that square on the right hand side because I got to cut that out of the firewall. And then I guess I'm going to weld up this hole completely. I think I need to weld this one up completely. I don't know though. So this is where the heater core comes through. And if I line it up, it works. The heater core could go through there. But I don't know if this hole being here is going to cause an issue. So I will probably just cut a little piece of steel out that size and weld it up. So make a template, trace them, start cutting. Alright, we've got a couple boogery spot welds to close up the old one on the non-AC car. Now I am going to cut the hole in the firewall for the other one, and then I'll drill some holes in this for my heater core. Now the other thing to mention is there really looks like everything should line right up electrically except for this. This is the controls for the AC truck. And let's put this right here and let's focus. Here is the plug that goes in. This is the male plug that plugs into the female side that's still in the engine or in the truck. This is the AC one. The non-AC one looks like this. So they're different. All I'm gonna do is cut this one here. I'm gonna cut this one here, and then I'll splice them, solder them, and put them back together. It's just one wire. I don't really know exactly what it is. It might carry 12 volt or it might carry ground, but we're gonna hook that. We're just gonna change the connectors. So we'll splice it, solder them. That's really the only other thing. Then I can start putting stuff back in. So here's where we're at. I've got the heater core. Oh wow, yeah, that actually all kind of works. So I've got the heater core shoved in from the backside. Here are the inlet and the outlet for the heater core. And this is the box that I cut, and there's the welded patch. And I'll show you what it looks like, well, while I'm out here. So you see that nut, probably can't see it, but that guy, right, the shadow right there. And then there's another one sticking out down there. There should be 3 total. Should be one more somewhere down here. But I really didn't have any luck getting these things lined up. What they are is this little deal. This clips onto the plastic of your heater core, and then this shoves through the firewall and comes poking through like that. And then you also got to line the that guy over there, that's the evaporator maybe, that big box thing that goes right here has got to line up over that. So that's what I'm trying to do right now. It's proven to be pretty darn difficult with just one person. So that's the next step, is trying to line that up, but we'll see how that goes. Let me show you the inside here. I've got it wedged up with a pipe. So it's all underneath there, and the lines are pretty much set. All the wiring is shoved through, and I've got the pipe holding it up. Now I just got to get that big box on with the blower motor without knocking the heater core down on the inside. So I've got the AC box. I think it's the evaporator, I'm not sure though. But I've got the whole AC box buttoned back up, and the heater core on the inside is tightened down. So that all went into place fine. I did have to have somebody hold the heater core on the back side because it has those little screws that poke out. There's no way that I was gonna be able to put that in without having someone stand over here and hold this. But it's all in place. And here's something that I did. I used a little like HVAC ducting tape to cover up all the holes, and I got to do it to another spot as well. This is a place where there's a huge gap all the time. It's right where your heater core piece attaches to the upper, the stuff that goes to your defrost vents and all that. That thing pretty much always has a huge gap in it. So I'm gonna wrap that in ducting tape as well, right at the joint, and everything else. The only thing that I still gotta figure out is somebody put an aftermarket sound system in this truck, and they just left the amp sitting right there, which was fine, I guess. Aside from it rattling around, it was fine, but I've got vents that need to go through here and run all in this area. So I gotta find another place to put this this amplifier. So I'll do the electrical next. It's sitting on the ground over here. So I've got the HVAC lines in, and here's what I was talking about with that ducting tape. These gaps are horrible, and I think you're losing a lot of airflow, so I am just wrapping every seam in this HVAC tape. And then I'm gonna put my, I got the computer back in, plug some vacuum lines, and keep moving. Okay, heater core, blower motor is all back in on the parts truck. I'm about to put the hoses on. I just want someone to brace the other side of the heater core before I shove the hose onto those fittings in case it pops out, because those are a pain, and they're just little plastic bolt clip things. But everything fits up in here nicely. Got the controls for the parts truck. And there's the heater core, there's the vents, and that's pretty much it in here. This one's done. So now I think I've got to keep wrapping up this truck over here. But everything's pretty much wrapped up over here. Heater hoses, those are attached again. You can see them running. I've got all the electrical wired up, except for I don't have the accumulator or the dryer, and I do not have the, right here on the other end of this guy for these ones, it's the condenser. I don't have that yet because no parts stores have them for whatever reason. They're all special order and they're not available, so kind of stuck on that. Also, I'm a little stuck on this. I don't know what it is with this AC compressor on the non-AC truck, but the belt that came off of the other one does not fit. Even though it's in the same routing, it's just too loose. And I bought slightly smaller belts, but those aren't doing anything for me. I can't get anywhere near getting over the pulley. So I'm gonna try to find another belt that's somewhere in the ballpark of the right length, and if I ever do get it, I will let you know the part number. Otherwise, I'll have to switch pulleys and go from there. So I think that is gonna be it for now. I'm gonna start cleaning up on this, and then I gotta move on to the next project with this thing.